Hey everyone, so we are in our first floor bathroom. It's a half bath and we are finally giving it a little bit of an upgrade. As you can see, this vanity has definitely seen better days, but my plan was to just change the faucet and DIY this vanity. I was going to paint it, I was going to take that vinyl covering off, but things didn't turn out that way. A huge thank you to Allwyn for gifting us this beautiful new faucet. This is their single hole matte black bathroom faucet. It's made of solid brass, and when I tell you this thing is so heavy, it's so heavy. It comes with the pop-up drain and just the whole thing all together is so sleek and so beautiful. I really love it. Since the plan was to just DIY our old vanity, I knew I needed to get a faucet hole cover, so I did that and got this on Amazon. It was only $10 and it matched perfectly. Pretty sure 9 out of 10 times whenever we do anything around the house, we think it's going to be simple, easy, quick, and it's always this whole ordeal where we need to go to Home Depot and just a whole thing. So truth be told, I didn't even think about if our vanity was a 3-hole or a 1-hole until the faucet arrived in the mail, which is odd because we've changed so many faucets before, but I realized it when it came that we have a 3-hole and this is a 1-hole, which is why I ordered the faceplate. But I did not even think about the size of the holes, like not even a little bit. I thought the size of the holes were just like universal, like all the same. So it didn't fit. And like I said, we've changed so many faucets that I truly thought that this was because our vanity was so old. So learn from my mistakes and don't just go and order a new vanity with doing no research at all, because that's what we did. I'm grateful that we did because I actually love this vanity, and we were going back and forth about should we try and DIY the one we have or should we just get a new one. So again, with doing no research, we just ordered it, and it's a 3-hole vanity, but I was thinking, oh, it doesn't matter. I have the faceplate and it's going to fit in the holes because it's brand new. That must be the problem. The old vanity is just old. But guess what? That's not the problem. It's not that the vanity's old. It's that it's a different size. And again, we were in the same exact situation where it doesn't fit. And here's the moment when we realize that.
This looks smaller than the last fucking hole. I'm not kidding. Nate. Look at that. Yes, I'm not. I'm very serious. Look at that. I'm not kidding. This looks smaller.
How can it be?
I feel like it fits less, truthfully. But not even joking.
Since it was so close to fitting, Bobby had the great idea to use our Dremel and just shave the inside to the size it needed to be. I was afraid for Bobby to do this because I just kept thinking it was going to crack the top of the vanity, and then we would be left with a brand new vanity that we just destroyed. Yay! So out with the old, in with the new. So we're getting ready to just get this old vanity out of there. And of course, we could have just shaved the holes on this one since we still had it in there. But I mean, we already had that nice new vanity. We weren't going to return it at that point. This thing was caulked to the wall, like too good. And honestly, it only makes sense to bring out the machete to get it off, right? So let me talk to you guys about the walls in this bathroom. I originally hated the tile on the walls so much, and I was debating on, rather than taking them off the walls, buying beadboard, putting it over the tile, and then painting it black. That's what I was gonna do. But since we got a new vanity in here, and this old vanity's not in there anymore, I don't think the tiles are that bad. So unless you convince me otherwise, in part 2 of this video, I'm going to be working on the tile because it's not good as is. I don't know if you could tell right here, but when you go close up, look at the grout. I mean, that's all nastiness that we're about to take off. But the grout on the tile, you'll see it in the end of this video. I have some clips. I don't know if they went over it again or what, but it's different colors and different thicknesses everywhere. And so I started kind of like trimming it. I don't even know if you would say that. I started like chipping at it because I wanted to see what would happen, because there's grout on the actual tile. So I don't know if they just did a terrible grout job, or I really don't know what they did, but I started chipping away at it and it looks way better. It almost looks like they grouted it again, and maybe they did because maybe it's missing in some places. But I think right now my plan is going to be to just go through the whole thing and get rid of the areas that are above, like you could see it right in the middle right there. The ones that just have too much grout where it's thick lines. And then I'm going to go in and probably use a grout pen to color the grout white, which, even though I don't even know if I need to do that, because once I took off some of the grout, it was not the same shade. It was lighter. So I don't know if that's old grout or if it just looks like that because that's what it looks like when you start chipping away at it. I really don't know. But it's going to look way better when they all look the same, because it is very, very noticeable. At least to me it is. And then I'm also going to probably leave the floor and do the grout on that too, because the grout is very dirty. It's stained. So I'm debating. I think I might use like a black grout pen or something like that. I don't know. I've never used a grout pen before. I did buy one. I haven't used it yet. But if that works well, I'll probably use that because it seems easy. Otherwise, I did see that you can buy like paint almost to stain it and color it. So we'll see. So the vanity did come with an optional backsplash, but I think we like it better without. Let me know if you agree. And also the vanity came with 2 choices for the hardware. It came with matte black and it came with brushed nickel. So we used the matte black one. Of course, we had to make a quick run to Home Depot. Luckily, we only live 5 minutes away from one, so that was great. But Bobby needed something for when he was doing the drain on the faucet. Next up, we're just switching out the light and also the towel bar that's on the wall. This light is from Amazon. It was $30 something, really affordable. I really like it. I was worried it might not be bright enough because it's pretty small, but it's actually the perfect amount of brightness for this small bathroom. The 3 light bulbs that were in here before was actually way too bright. And yes, I know there's green there from the old thing. And you're probably wondering why we're putting it up and not painting first. But Bobby is away on a work trip for an entire week, and he can do this part, I can't, so my plan was to paint while he was gone. So the last things for this video is just hanging up the mirror, hanging the new towel rod. I'll link everything in the description, by the way, including the faucet and everything. But for the next video, I plan on working on the floor, the tile, painting, decorating, which is fun, new treatments for the windows. But what I do want to ask you guys is if you have any suggestions for how I can hide this toilet paper holder that's on the wall right there. I'm gonna take it off, as you can see, and I know there's gonna be a hole behind it, and I obviously don't have tile to fix it. So I'm trying to find a unique idea of how I can hide it. I thought of maybe like a shelf, but I don't know. And then I wanted to show you a close-up of what I mean by the grout. You can see it's like different thicknesses, and you'll see in a second, like I'll point to where I was chipping at it, and it looks so much better like that. So I'm gonna chip out the whole thing and hopefully it doesn't fall apart. So again, a huge thank you to Allwyn for sending me this amazing faucet. Make sure to go check them out. It will be linked below. And make sure to stay tuned for part 2 to see how it all turns out.